From the moment someone walks into a room, our brain begins evaluating them instantly. In just a fraction of a second, we decide whether we like the person, whether they seem trustworthy, and whether we should approach or avoid them. Psychologists refer to this as the primacy effect. We quickly form a first impression and then build an entire narrative around it. For example, if someone stumbles over a chair as they enter, our brain may label them as clumsy right away, even if they're usually extremely coordinated. Humans evolved this ability for survival. Long ago, we needed to know immediately whether the creature approaching us was a friend or a predator. Our brains still use this fast judgment system called thin slicing, where we make conclusions based on very limited information. A smile signals friendliness. Confident posture suggests competence. Rolled eyes and crossed arms can set off alarms that trouble might follow. We automatically scan for these cues without even thinking about it. Once we make a first impression, our mind tries very hard to cling to it. This is known as confirmation bias. We look for evidence that supports our first judgment and ignore anything that contradicts it. If someone seemed tired or uninterested when we first met them, we might continue to assume they are always that way, even when they're not. Research indicates that it takes just 1/10 of a second for people to form a first impression of someone. Factors like clothing style, posture, and even the firmness of a handshake can significantly impact how we are perceived. While first impressions are formed quickly, they can also be surprisingly accurate, especially when individuals present themselves genuinely. There are ways to guide a more positive first impression. A genuine smile makes others feel comfortable. Eye contact signals honesty and engagement when done naturally. Speaking clearly shows confidence and credibility. Standing with an open posture communicates that we are approachable. Even the tone of our voice influences how trustworthy or warm we seem long before someone analyzes our actual words. There is also something called the Pygmalion effect. When we expect others to be friendly or competent, our behavior toward them becomes more positive, and they often respond accordingly. Expecting good from people can actually help create it. First impressions are like movie trailers, short, dramatic, and not always accurate. They do not tell the whole story of a person, but they can strongly influence how relationships begin. So it's important to show the best version of ourselves in those first few seconds, while also giving others a chance to reveal who they truly are over time.